Alright guys, I'm walking in with like a mess of stuff today. Look at, I brought both the Vanquish and the Equinox today, so I wanted to do a little bit of gridding and detecting with two machines. So the waves are huge today. The wind's been out of the southeast. There's a storm that's about to hit New Orleans, the fifth storm in since June. It's just insane that they've got so many storms hitting New Orleans. There should be like a hurricane fund for just New Orleans, obviously. I do want to compare the Vanquish to the Equinox a little bit in depth. I'm gonna bury a gold ring and see how deep they both can. Look at, oh, you guys can't see, hang on. Look at in the sand right here. Look at that. And then there's a plastic spoon right there, and then a cigarette butt. What's that tell you about the people that, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin, guys. I'm just sad. I'm sad that people, they want rights, but they're abusing their rights. You know what I mean? They're littering on our country, and then they want rights in our country. And then that's all of us. If you're throwing a bag of trash out your window, or I don't even know where to begin, guys. I'm just so upset with the America today. Today I'm like super anxious, really depressed. I don't even know where to begin today. Alright, so there's people's stuff. I'm not going to bother to go near their stuff, but I'm going to try to do like up and downs between here and the cabana chairs right there. I'm going to put on the head camera. Not that it'll matter, but you'll be able to see the functions, and then maybe I can tie the audio together. I'm not sure if I can tie the audio together, but this is supposed to be like a turn on and go kind of machine. So power. Alright guys, so I know that I had compared the Vanquish to the Equinox on the beach before, but that was with Chris's machine, and I'd never even looked at the functions. When we tested it, I just asked him if that was the sensitivity all the way up, that kind of thing. I never really even turned this machine on by myself. So let's do that together right now. So here's a volume. 3 levels of volume: low, medium, high. This is the sensitivity. 4 levels of sensitivity: 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then this is the discrimination: 1, 2, 3, 4. All metal, coins, which is from 20 up, jewelry, which is from 0 up, and then all metal, which is all of it. This is the most basic, perfect metal detector for a child you could ever ask for. Do not buy the 340, because what will happen is you're going to spend $10 every 10 hours to buy new batteries, or you're going to spend $30 to $50 on rechargeable batteries with the recharger. That comes with the 550 or the 440, one of the two. Regardless, do not buy this 340 if you don't think that there's going to be any other bill associated with it. So the $199 is not the proper price. They should include they should include this, which I just stole off the Nocta Macro, and then they should include the rechargeable batteries. You don't need anything else. This is a perfect kids machine. This extends out as long as you need it on an arm. Fantastic, super fast. Same with the length of the machine. This is super short, like a 4-year-old could use this machine. And then it goes all the way out, all the way to an adult can use this machine. So I compared it to the Equinox. The depth is the same. It's almost identical to the Equinox. What I'll probably end up doing, if I don't give this away, which I am on my Patreon page, letting you choose between 3 metal detectors: the Mini Horde, this 340, and then the Nocta Macro. And I still haven't tested the Macro. I turned it on the other day. I don't like it. I don't like the sounds it makes. It squeaks. I don't like how hard this fitting fits in here, and you cannot move this coil, so it's also plastic. As for the price, the fact that you can submerge it, you cannot beat the price. So as far as a little bit more of an advanced machine, this is a good machine. A lot of people like the Macro. I won't put the Macro down because I really haven't used it. I just don't like some parts about it already. So I'll probably just end up throwing it back in the box, and then giving it away on my Patreon page. So I have 6 people at the $20 level. There's 4 more spots, guys. Join my Patreon page for 20 bucks, and you're gonna have a 1 in 10 chance at winning the Nocta Macro. I might not do with the Vanquish what I want to do with it. I was gonna take the unit out of the box and then put it into a waterproof system. I was going to see how much it would cost. So for $199 and then probably about another $100, so $300, you could probably have this technology in a waterproof machine. So I was thinking about doing that conversion for a video. But yeah, literally right here on the beach was my first time ever turning the machine on. So got a money, that's a sensitivity, ring, money, ring. What is the horseshoe, guys? You know what the horseshoe is? Oh, iron. So you just want the money, you want the rings, and then you want the iron. This could be easily be a good kids machine because it's literally, it looks like 3 functions. So let's leave it on all metal. I'm assuming that's what that is, all metal. And then that looks like sensitivity. We're going to leave it all the way up. We're going to leave the volume all the way up. So that's it. 3 settings for the volume. 4 settings for the sensitivity, and 3. This could easily be a kid's machine. So it's kind of similar to the Nocta Macro Mini Horde that I just bought. So we'll do a review on that as well. But this thing is way more technologically advanced than that. So we're going to pull it out as far as it'll go. Sounds pretty loud. Looks like it's ready to go. Try.
got a little bit of a grunt to it. It's going to be a bottle cap, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's a bottle cap. Corona. First signal that didn't sound a lot like iron. There was a little bit of an iron grunt. Obviously, if you had headphones, you could distinguish a little bit of that iron grunt that's really low that I barely heard. But we'll try a little bit further. So same thing, you get a solid 13, kind of like the Equinox. You're going to get a solid 13, and then you're going to get a lot of grunts off the back side of it. You hear how it starts to pick up the technology, so you're definitely at a bottle cap, right? Now it's out of the hole, it's almost all discriminated into a bottle cap. I can't even find it. Somewhere there. Let's see. Yeah, so it's going to be another bottle cap. So from what I'm noticing already, guys, this $200 Vanquish could easily find you a gold ring in a weekend, and you could easily use it for a month and then be able to afford a more expensive machine. I'm already noticing that. All negative. I don't like the size of the coil because I'm used to the size of the coil on the Equinox. You would only need a coil like this as if you're in a lot of trash and you had the ability to separate. And this machine, from what I've watched on Metal Detecting NYC's channel, doesn't have the ability to separate very fast. So its processor isn't very fast. I don't know, we're going to do a little small test area. What do you suppose a 22 through 25 is? Same on the Equinox? A dime or a penny? Oh, okay, I guess that's the same on the Equinox as well, like a Bud Light container. I have no idea what that is. Oh, another spinner top. $14. You guys seeing how deep this machine is? That's 3 scoops, that's 4 scoops deep. Lots of grunts going on. So it's a bottle cap, but look how deep that hole is, guys. So that's plenty deep enough to get a $200 machine and find gold. I mean, this machine's fun. If you're on a beach that you just want to bring a detector on the holidays, this thing is fantastic. It's a 10. $10, $11. Look how deep this hole is, guys. So now out of the hole, it's definitely a bottle cap, right? So look how deep this bottle cap is. And now with the Equinox, I would have been able to hear the grunts, and I could have left that if I wanted to. But look how deep the Vanquish goes, guys. I'm really impressed with the depth. I'm gonna go back and check the gold depth against the Equinox. Bet it's a penny. No, sir. No, sir. Oh, look at the Vanquish found its first jewelry. It's like a cuffling, an earring, a cuffling. Another D. Whoa. That's scary that we found another D. What? Hey, first penny. 2019. Look. That's got to be my first quarter. It's got to be my first quarter. It is, look. Quarter. 1965. Now, I just watched this thing where a 1965 quarter could be worth $7,000. They said that they misprinted some of the 65 quarters and they had silver in the 65 quarters. They were supposed to stop the production of silver in 64, but some 65 quarters have silver in it. So you could have a 65 quarter that's registering or weighing silver, and apparently it's like 6.2 grams or 5.2 grams. I'm not sure what it is, but check that out. You could have a 65 quarter worth $7,000. Very cool. Solid 6.7. I heard a little grunt in there. Are you guys seeing how deep this machine is running? Solid 7 out of the hole. Lots of grunts in there. It's a grunty 7. So that's kind of neat that the technology in the Vanquish grunts at you with these foil pieces. It's almost like you can distinguish more of the trash. A $200 machine distinguishing trash. So let's not call it a $200 machine anymore, because it's $10 every time. It's like you're renting a machine $10 every time you use it. You take it for a weekend, you need to spend $20. So it's definitely not as accurate. $25, $26 in this pile. dime. Am I still recording? Yeah, I am still recording. So a dime, maybe there was more than... And a quarter over here. Man, is that 60 cents I just made? Maybe I could make my $10 back. In the weekend, I bet you could make your $10 back for your 2 5-hour days, because I guess the batteries last 10 hours. There's a grunt, massive grunt. I wouldn't dig that now that I'm learning this machine. And we're by the cabanas, so when people get their money out to pay, they're pulling like dollar bills out, and they're dropping their quarters and coins and stuff. So it's going to be another quarter, but how neat is that? It really is kind of neat that, oh, it's a bicentennial, and you might have made $2 off of 1 quarter because it's a bicentennial. If you know somebody. Hear how like inaccurate that is? It's giving me a squawk. And that could be like a bottle cap with a penny or a quarter underneath it. So it's not going to be as accurate as the 800. But it clearly gives you the bottle cap sound.
Alright guys, this shouldn't take long. 12-inch ruler, gold ring. This is that 9 gram 14 karat gold ring that I found the other day, last week. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll add a link in the description. 9 grams 14 carats. We're just going to do a depth test with Vanquish 340 and the Equinox 800. So here goes. Might as well start at 6 inches because both machines will make it 6, but 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, etc. The ruler's just to dig and then know the depth. So, alright guys, this that I'm about to jump into is already at 6 inches. I just buried the gold ring, the 14 karat 9 gram ring at 6 inches. The Equinox doesn't make any noise because I have the headphones plugged in, and I'm actually sticking the speaker down by the camera that I thought I had on. It was not on, apparently. I was not recording. So I'm just going to narrate through what's going on. The Equinox picks it up, you know, fine at 6 inches, obviously. Solid 15, and then I check it with the Vanquish, and listen to how loud the Vanquish is. 3 inches above the sand is what I'm saying. It even registers as 6 inches deep, and clearly 3 inches above the sand. So you could do a fresh drop wave over the beach, guys. If you're walking fast and you just wanted to do a fresh drop wave, this machine is really impressing the heck out of me. So the next one, I just skip everything else and go straight to 12 inches. The Equinox doesn't pick it up, and the Vanquish doesn't pick it up. The Equinox on full setting, or full sensitivity 25, gets a -4.3 number that you would never dig. So neither machine got it at 12 inches, and both machines crushed it at 6 inches. So I didn't bother anywhere in between. Let's just say that they both go to 8 to 10 inches. The Equinox might be 1 inch deeper. The Vanquish is really impressing the crap out of me. So you're just going to see me swing it over, and then I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to head out to the beach now. I think I'm going to do possibly a live dig with the Vanquish from the beach right now. So I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to this Vanquish / Equinox test. I'm impressed. I'm giving the Vanquish 2 thumbs up. The 340, or actually a thumb and a half up, because of it not coming with the equipment that it needs. It definitely needs an arm strap, and it definitely needs rechargeable batteries. Other than that, it's perfect for kids. I would not buy anything else.